Hey, welcome to New Jump City, everybody, where we recap the week in American and Japanese sequential art. I am your host, Christian, the unbiased king. And joining me through StreamYard, it is the man, the myth, the legend, the tank top sage. It's Joshua Gangsta Time Cole.
It's called Partner, but it should be called Gangsta Time.
What's good, Chris? What up, everybody listening?
Hey.
Before you say anything else, Chris, I'm on to you. I know exactly what series you're gonna do, and I know what your decision you're gonna make.
Well, you know, you could wait.
Can I write it? I'm gonna write it. You know what? You'll just have to take my word for it.
I believe you.
I'll be fair.
Okay. Also joining us, it is our producer, edgelord Big News, Brian.
なんというビッグニュース
Sup, nerds? Hey. How are you guys doing this week?
Doing good.
Wow. Very excited to be here for a new show. This is going to be This is probably going to be a little shorter one because we only have 3 of our regular series that we talk about out this week. One Piece and Dandadan are on break. I think Dandadan's going to be on break for another 2 weeks, actually. So, you know, we got a little short show for you.
research.
He's doing research into toilets, I suppose. But yeah, very excited to get into this show. I know Josh is done with his One Piece journey, so he doesn't really have anything to say. I've started a kind of a JoJo's journey. Me and my girlfriend have been watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, like the anime, together. It's our first like anime viewing experience together. It's been very fun. I've watched up to halfway through part 3. I'd never made it past part 3. So, you know, my goal is to actually make it past part 3 this time around. So I'm excited about that. Phantom Blood, I'm in the middle of, which is part 1. Yeah, the anime is crazy. It's a fun anime to watch, especially with someone who doesn't watch anime regularly. My partner does not watch a whole lot of anime. So this is kind of like, you know, not her first foray into it, but like this is our first viewing opportunity, and it's been very funny to like see just like a non-anime person react to just the silliness of what JoJo can be.
Sonochino Sarame.
I will say the JoJo theme songs go unbelievably hard.
JoJo.
They go harder than they need to be. So I'm in pre-stand JoJo, by the way. So it's not bad, but it is hella dramatic. It's extremely dramatic, and the voice acting is like reflective of that. Everybody's got to do a British accent because like JoJo's part 1 takes place in Britain. And everybody's like kind of bad at it. No one's really good at doing a British accent in this series, except for, I guess, the guy who plays Dio, kinda. But not even really. Everybody's very bad at it.
Right?
No, they're all British. Everybody, because JoJo's part 1 takes place in England. Part 2 takes place in America. And then I think shifts over to South America. And I think JoJo's part 3 starts in Japan and continues on into Egypt. So,
What?
Yeah.
Never mind. All right.
Yeah, I think JoJo's part 4 takes place entirely in Japan, but in a fictional city in Japan. I've never seen part 4, so I wouldn't know.
Which is the one with Giorno?
Part 5, which I think that takes place in Italy.
Yeah. It's the one where he folds his ear.
Dude, there's one I haven't seen yet I think it's from part 5 where someone's looking at a paper and then a full gun.
Yo, the reaction he had is the exact proper reaction.
Yeah. It's just a bullet. It's a gun. Oh, man. JoJo's is crazy, but so far, Phantom Blood's been fun to watch. I feel like I've gone through a couple rounds of attempting to watch JoJo and I've always fallen off. But I'm hoping to make it stick this time.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Dude, no stands?
No stands. I'm just here waiting for stands. Stands are so cool. I'm gonna hold off on my journey to my Shonen Jump tier list for now because there's a pretty dramatic movement that has been a long time coming, honestly, that I'd like to commemorate by talking about my tier list on the series that we're going to be talking about this week. That's going to be shifting. So, very excited to talk about that. But with that being said, should we move on to the show proper? Is anybody watching or reading anything interesting that we want to talk about before we actually start?
I caught up on what little was released of Kingdom.
Oh, how'd you like it?
I really like this series. And I really want there to be more. No, it's not better than World Trigger. But I really want there to be more of it now. And it seems like it's not very easy to find like ship sailing versions of it. So
yeah, I would imagine, once Viz got the rights, Scanlations got like bolted down on. But yeah,
That's tough.
it's the way it goes. It's hard to find.
that's just the way it is.
I think it's harder to find like EPO scans now, right?
No,
Okay, never mind.
pretty easy actually.
Never mind. I won't say anything else then. Ready to start the show, guys?
Yeah. Before we get shamed for not reading it.
Yeah, for real. Got to get out of here before Brian's like, you guys haven't caught up to it.
Yeah, you guys should get on that.
It's been legit
Really
10. It's probably been
good.
10 years since I've actually read. Like,
Oh my God, same. It's probably been longer.
yeah, because you fell off earlier than I did. We'll get there, Brian. Don't worry.
Yeah, hurry the frick up.
All right, let's go. Let's get into the show. Sakamoto Days. This is Sakamoto Days, chapter 245, Evolution. We got color pages today. Oh, well, one color page, a little splash page for the front. I'm trying to see what's on the TV. Okay. It's literally like just a panel of Atari driving from a few chapters back. Very confused. But Sakamoto, Shin, and some character I can't really tell. I think this is the daughter, Aoi, sleeping, or Hana, whatever her name is. It's a nice little color page. Last we left off, Sakamoto has appeared onto the scene and has put the beats on Uzuki, while also promoting his pen that is being sold at every Sakamoto shop. And the cameraman is pissed off because he's wiping off the pen marks on his lens and just complaining. Is like, Sakamoto, you saw inserting product placement in my movie. And Sakamoto goes to check on a cow, and he's basically saying, you did a great job trying to stop Uzuki alone. Just leave the rest to us. And Sakamoto turns over to Kanaguri, the movie guy, and commands him basically to treat Akira's wounds. And Kanaguri goes, drop dead. He's like, you ruined my perfect scenario. I've been filming all for this scene here today. I can't even do a retake with my heroine like this. And Sakamoto says, film me then. And he's like, what? Film me. I will be your protagonist. And Kanaguri gets pissed. He's like, I already told you a fatso like you doesn't look good on character. Do you have any idea what it's like to be a protagonist? He says, I do. Send the enemy flying. That's all. And he immediately goes off to fight Uzuki. And he just starts. And then at that moment, that's when Kanaguri just decides to start recording. He's like, my movie's being hijacked. And Sakamoto starts fighting Uzuki. He knocks him outside of the building. And Uzuki is still in Takamura mode. But Sakamoto is like, I'm not here to see you. Uzuki, I know you're in there. Come on out. But Uzuki attacks in Takamura mode. So Sakamoto continues to fight him, trying to force Uzuki out. And he's thinking to himself, how could I drive Takamura's persona away? No matter how much he resembles Takamura, his brain and body is still Uzuki's. This is still Uzuki. It's not Takamura. He then goes into the mirror house. Oh, he sees a mirror house on the corner of his eye. He's like, guess it's worth a shot. He dodges Uzuki's sword and uses his pen, the little, I don't know what that's called, the thing on the side, like that's supposed to, like, I guess, clip onto you, your shirt or whatever. He uses that to like clamp down on the sword. He throws it so precisely that the sword gets stuck on it, which is pretty cool. And then he kicks Uzuki in his neck, sending him flying into the mirror house, where Uzuki is now just surrounded by mirrors. And he looks behind him to see Takamura all of a sudden. And so he just, on instinct, he is, I guess, fooled by his own bloodlust and slashes the mirror, which eliminates the Takamura personality from Uzuki's mind. And he's like, and Sakamoto ends the chapter by saying, "You're already dead. Get lost." And Takamura, in Uzuki's mind, dies. And that's the end of the chapter. Josh, what did you think about Sakamoto Days, chapter 245?
Pretty cool chapter. That was an interesting way of getting rid of Takamura. I didn't see that coming. He slashed his own image in the mirror, and that canceled his personality. It doesn't make sense how he would have this type of personality disorder, so it only makes sense that they would do something else that didn't make sense to cancel it out. It works.
Yeah, it works for me.
It works. It just does. I'm glad Sakamoto had the presence of mind to try to eliminate the personality, because Takamura is too much. I don't know if Sakamoto could have beaten Takamura 1-on-1.
No.
You know, at both of their primes. Or even just at Sakamoto's prime and him at the age he was at. He only lost because X stole his whole swag and used his ability against him or whatever. I don't got much more to say. Cool chapter. Crazy pen trick.
Yeah.
I want to buy that pen.
Yeah. I wonder where it's available. In every Sakamoto store. Brian, what did you think?
I have a feeling that we're going to go through every action set piece during this fight that happened in Sakamoto Days. Because, like, Sakamoto's first fight happened in the carnival with Hard Boiled, or in the amusement park. So, what would be next?
Elevator or subway?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's what
Bouncy
happened
house?
next, right? No, Hot Springs.
Oh,
Was it Hot Springs?
I think so.
But yeah, that's my theory of what's
Remember the
what's
Hot
going
Spring
on
Assassin?
yeah.
here. So that means at some point they're going to end up at a prison, which is my nightmare scenario.
No, Brian, but what if they go to the prison and actually use the environment?
It looks like there's a lot of environment stuff happening, bro. This might be an actual love letter for you, bro.
Yeah. He may be saying, "I'm sorry," through this one.
Would he have your vote for most improved player of the year?
Yeah, they get MIP for sure.
Okay.
If that happens.
If that happens, yeah.
Just wanted to get that out of the way to let you know that. But were those all your
that's
thoughts?
all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much thought either. The art is super cool. The battle has been cool. It's just rip Takamura. I mean, you know, again, I feel like if there is a mistake in Sakamoto Days, is killing him off. The real him, because he was such a presence in the series, and he went in such a way that was kind of lame. So, but outside of that, I'm excited to see Sakamoto coming out and, using his head, on this one. But yeah, rip, man. That's all I gotta say though. This is very short on Sakamoto Days, but it's a lot of action. It's not much to go on right now. We ready to move on, boys?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Fi me pick ned i car with me so I can't chat.
Kagurabachi. With that, I'm gonna toss this one over to Josh.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
What?
I could still be on course. I'm still on course.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, Kagurabachi, chapter 109.
It's on the last page.
God fucking damn it! I hate when they do that. Come on. Well, I'll go with my alternate title. The light, the light at the end of Christian Summer. So,
How dare you?
which is also a double entendre.
How dare you?
What's said in the chapter?
How dare you?
Last chapter, our boy Chihiro got real close to catching his uncle, the malediction master himself. But then he started trying and fighting for real, and instantly stabbed Chihiro. And we were speculating if he asked where his heart was, to either avoid it or to hit it. And we didn't have to wonder at all in the beginning of this chapter because he stabs him right in the heart. In what is a pretty well drawn picture, mind you. Very easy. Chihiro's leaking. He's hurt. His oh yeah, I forgot to mention the N10 got split in half.
Mm-hmm.
So he just has a little blade and a hilt. As Akamura, the malediction master, says, "There goes your divine protection." What an asshole. Even Mr. Samura's Suzaku is ineffective in the face of the Magatsumi. Said, "You and your enchanted blade have nothing before you but death." As we see the blade starting to wither away as if it got snapped by Thanos. He says, "I pity you, Chihiro. Your time with Kunishiga Rokuhira has cursed you with such a fleeting destiny." Basically saying, your pops did this to you, bro. I'm sorry. Because of him and his soft ways, you had to die here. And he's like, and as he turns to Sama, he's like, now we see the evidence that Kunishige Rokuhira had lost his mastery. What? So his rusty old ideas and those cushy post-war years, and this katana is the result. Dull to skill, Mr. Samura, you lose. You bet on a dud. All the while he's saying this, we see the remnants again of the N10 continuing to start to fade away, much like the Cloud Gouger did when he used his last charge. Then Akamura creates this huge spiral out of thin air, and then says, "Oh, below is the headquarters, right?" And he's like, "I got a mission to fulfill." He says, "B." And he shoots down into the basement of the headquarters immediately. Mm-hmm. Shows up to the room where one of the Kaminambi chairman was about to fight and was really interested in his ability because he talked a lot of shit and had beads. But he gets his hands cut off immediately.
Yeah. Lost his Mardi Gras beads.
Yeah.
His magic Mardi Gras beans.
Yeah, and hands. So he's
And his hands.
It's rough. Yeah, rough. Then Nakamura glances over to the left because he could have swore he sees somebody over there. But Brian's favorite character and hidden boss of the series,
Mr.
Shiba, is able to snatch.
Hakuri.
Thank you. Yeah,
Right? Hakuri?
Kaguri.
Brian, am I right?
What?
Shit, what's
His name is
again?
Hakuri, right?
Hakuri. Yeah. Okay, Hakuri.
Okay, yeah.
It says it right
You
here.
had me doubting
Right,
myself.
my bad, guys. Yeah. So anyway, she was like, "Damn, I finally found you," because he was able to snatch up Hakuri from below the basement, and Akamura already said that he had planned to eliminate him because he's the son and holder of the ability that had the Sazanami clan. What a spiteful guy. And then we get to see the aftermath of how Akamura instantly went down into the headquarters. He blew a huge fucking hole, like drilled down with the B attack. This is what Chihiro and Samura had to contend with. The guy that was just introduced earlier, Hakuto.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Hakuto. He's one of the Hishaku, the evil guy members. He looks at Akamura and he's like, Yura? I don't know if he has his body and he looks like him. I'm not sure if that's what's happening. But he looks and he's like, oh, so you're an organization. So I don't even know the owner of this body well. Oh, all right. So it's definitely not him. He said, I'll worry about you guys later. And then he turns to the dude with the bees that lost his hands, and he's like, Mr. Izaru, I don't believe you were... Wow, he knows his name. I don't believe you were all unanimously in support 18 years ago. So let me know who was cool, with what I did, so I can kill everybody else. And but no, he doesn't say that because Mr. Izaru is like, oh, what will you do with that information? And he's like Akamura says, just watch. Basically, we cut back to Mr. Shiba, and he's asking if Hakuri could use his ability, and he's like, yeah, like I'm good. And he's like, all right, we got to be able to pull a few people out of there because shit's gonna get like bad. I don't know what's gonna happen, but there's only a handful of people left that have any type of like chance that could fight Akamura. And right as they was thinking that, Akamura is hovering over the hole to the headquarters he made, and then he says malediction. Oh, it's actually an attack. I thought that was just a word to describe what he did.
Yeah.
Okay. I actually did not know that. Yeah, so the malediction accelerates as it consumes the life force in the surrounding area. As Akamura says, I'll purge the Kumanabi and place it under my control. With the malediction, I will lead this country. Whoa. Whichever way he turns his blood, less people die. As we see everybody that's in the headquarters getting packed out. I guess it is far too late to save them. All of the people we've seen, all the cool folk, all starting to die. As we hear someone say, Mr. Shiba, we see an image of like the last remaining bit of the N10 like starting to fade away as Samura's looking at it, and he's thinking about how Akamura rubbed it in his face that he was wrong, and he's like, no, you're wrong. And seemingly out of sheer spite and wanting, to not let this nigga have the last word and last W before he breathes his last breath of air. He begins. Well, before he does all of this, before that, he starts to say, like, he truly believes that Chihiro and the N10 is the key, like, to actually beating the Swordman, even though he's not ready right now. But the light has to continue to shine, and he can't let it end here. And right as he says that, Chihiro's N10, the hilt, he starts seeing like a black flame rise from it. And he's like, Mr. Samura, no. You get some commentary saying burning up life and wielding it a power beyond all limits. As Akamura looks back and is like, are those black flames? Are you going to go on struggling forever? And Samura says, yes, because I bet on the future. As he's burning and starting to regenerate with these dark black flames staring down Akamura in the hole that he made. Chapter 109, Toba Mune versus Magatsumi. More like next chapter. And that's the end. All right. Brian, what were your thoughts?
RGC. Actually, you know what? No, never mind. Not RGC.
Ooh, he took it back.
Remix.
I almost hit the
this
button.
was close. This is really, really fucking close by literally a bee's dick difference.
Come on, Brian.
Yo, all right. Okay. You got it, bro.
But man, this dude, this series I can already tell is going to suffer from bleach syndrome, where people getting their limbs chopped off doesn't mean shit to anybody. Like, this dude got both his arms cut off, and he doesn't even the only reaction is, oh shit, my arms got cut off. It's question mark, exclamation mark. Yeah. And I feel like that kind of takes a little bit of the weight away from the series a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the situation feels very, very dire, but people just be using their limbs like it's nothing. Like, even with like, you can't really get a gauge as to what is actually like a serious injury in this series at the moment. Like, Chihiro got his heart stabbed, and this is the closest we got to somebody having a reaction to an injury regarding an organ or a limb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
although
I feel like would have been nice.
Although, as a counterpoint, I feel like that's the general direction manga has been going. Like Jujutsu Kaisen, people get their limbs thrown off of them all the time. They just have reverse curse technique. In Kagurabachi, we already have an established method that apparently people could just heal their limbs after battle. So it's probably why, but I don't know. I see where you're coming from, though.
Yeah, it's just I just, the rawest motherfucker ever just cut off your arms. Have a little bit of, I don't know, be a little dramatic. You know what I mean? He's so calm in front of this guy. But maybe it's because, yeah. So he came down. But man, wait, did he sell them out? The beard guy?
Which guy? What do you mean?
The guy who got his arms cut off?
Oh, no.
Because he started doing the malediction afterwards and it started targeting people, so.
I don't know.
Well, look, he
it's hard to
asked
say.
him who are the people who didn't agree with locking me down, Mm-hmm. And so I guess he had a decision to make, which was let everyone die or spare the people that agreed with him.
Yeah.
And he probably was just So he either said, "Man, fuck you," or probably at least said, "You know what? I'll just spare those people's lives, even though they're pieces of shit who agreed with him."
But here's my running theory. I think Chihiro's not going to make just one sword. I think, well, actually, no. It looks like Enten is coming back, which is a little disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of hope that he would have to start from scratch again, but I guess that's too hopeful. But I do believe that Chihiro is still gonna make new enchanted blades. I think the ones that are currently in possession of the Hishaku and the ones who are currently in the like in the running, it's gonna be like it's gonna be a like new enchanted blades versus old enchanted blades type of situation. Is what I think, because and all the people who are gonna get the blades are the people that Shiba is thinking of saving. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then with Chihiro it would be 7. And how many enchanted blades are there?
I don't think all
Already?
of them.
I think all of them.
5.
There are 5 enchanted blades?
I don't think the older dude is gonna get it.
Okay, maybe Uruha, maybe I forget this guy's name, the punching guy.
If they were saved, I hope they were saved last minute. It looked like they was getting maledictioned up.
They'll get saved.
Maybe Samaru's gonna like be able to. I don't know. We'll see.
Whose bet is on the line here for Samaru dying? Because it's almost certain that he's gonna die now for sure.
Josh is it's looking good for Josh.
Okay, so Josh, I feel like you can rest easy.
His first
next few
W.
weeks.
I said he was going to die all the way back before he even switched sides. That's how far back the threat goes, bro.
It was
I can't believe this is still the same arc. Technically. This is really the same arc from when they set out to go find this, to go protect Uraha, the sword bearer.
Yeah, same arc.
This is the same arc.
even according to the wiki.
So he died, came back to life in the same arc.
And now he's gonna die again, but this time for real.
Who's this nigga? Bakugo? Kidding me?
Yeah, he's fucked. So GG.
This is the longest arc that's not named Skypiea.
It might not. I don't think it is actually. I think it's shorter than we think. It just feels longer than it is.
It does. It's like fucking forever.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are my thoughts.
Okay, so my thoughts are a little complicated. I'm very excited to. Well, first and foremost, I do want to say that this is my RGC.
Certified RGC. Certified RGC. Certified RGC.
So good. The art is awesome. I just love these moments that are happening in Kagurabachi right now. I really like Akamura as a villain. Things that we've said before. This arc is really shaping up to be peak. Fantastic series overall. And for those of you who don't know, who only watched like the Kagurabachi stuff, at the top of the show, we usually start off by doing, just a little catch up of what we've been reading outside of the stuff that we usually read. And I do a Shonen Jump tier list. I've been reading every series in Jump in the hopes of being caught up to every single series that is currently running in the series, and I'm ranking them. This is my current rankings if you haven't seen them. There's not a lot of movement because I'm currently reading Ruri Dragon, and I'm going to attempt to catch up because there's only 40 some odd chapters, and I'm trying to get to even up every series up to 40 and then continue reading from there. The ones that are 40 chapters or longer. So, Ruri Dragon's still there. Harukaze Mound got canceled this week. So it is off the board, unfortunately. So
R.I.P.
the reason I bring this up here is because Kagurabachi has been a stellar series that I really respect. It is topping the A rank in my tier currently. And, you know, I've been having a great time reading it. And honestly, it's been on the cusp of reaching S rank status. I've been very hesitant to give it because it's still a fairly young series. It's just broke 100 chapters. So, you know, I wanted to give it time to really become a veteran of the magazine before I moved it up. And this chapter was a big step in making that happen. However, you know, as I was reading this chapter, these feelings starting welling up inside me, you know, just there's this little moment where Akamura looks at Samura as he's dying and is like, you lose, you bet on a dud. And I really felt that. I felt like Hakuzono was talking to me. And, you know, it's funny because recently Mike, Mike B, one of our most loyal listeners, commented 5 days ago suggesting something about the F rank in my tier list, because I've talked about how it's very difficult for me to really hate a series, and F rank is empty for that reason. I don't think I'll really ever get to a point where I'll hate a series. He asked me, Christian, should series that get canceled get an F rank? Because Jump execs decided this should not exist. Plus, I have doubts you'll ever truly vitriolically hate a series. And he may have been right about that. I feel that. I don't think I'll ever... at the time, I never thought I'd vitriolically hate a series. Mm-hmm. Until now! Kagurabachi is F rank! I can't believe it! You taunted me from beyond the grave? You're telling me that I lost a bet? You taught me? You have the nerve to look at me through your manga and tell me that I bet on a dud? Kagurabachi, you are F rank! You son of a bitch! I can't believe you thought that you could get away with that shit.
Yeah, that was...
So Kagurabachi is currently in F rank mode.
You didn't like the Amaterasu?
No, I hated the Amaterasu. He's healing himself, but only to die and make me take on the wrong Burgundy bet.
I mean, he subverted expectations.
Oh, he subverted it in the wrong way.
Yeah.
He'd subverted it in the wrong way. Great chapter. F rank series. Unless, of course, Samura wins, then it'll break S rank. But
yeah.
Until then, Kagurabachi is punished. It is in the Fs. Fuck out of here.
Wow. This is the same arc. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
But everything else stays the same.
This is a divine L. You know what I mean? This is like biblical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. For those who don't know, I have a bet going on with Josh. If I lose, if Samura dies, I've posited that Samura will not die in this arc. And now that he's close to death, I will have to be referred to as wrong Burgundy for the first time since we started these games. And I cannot have that. So
I would be shocked if he survived. I would be shocked.
I know. Why do you think I have it in F? Because I'm pissed.
I mean, he had a moment with his daughter already too.
I know.
A thing.
He was supposed to live.
Huge motivator.
He was supposed to live to teach her the white purity style.
But now Chihiro will teach her. Wait, she already knows the white purity style.
More than she knows now. He's supposed to live, goddammit. So yeah, that's my current Shonen Jump tier rank. Love the chapter. Fantastic chapter.
I was wrong.
Burgundy, you mean?
No.
No.
That will be me
this time.
soon. If Hokozono had his way. I think he listens to this podcast and he says, Christian's 3-0. Time to knock him down a peg.
So let me alley-oop that.
Don't worry, Oda got me. Enru's going to show up at the end of Elbaf.
A 4-1 is not as good as 5-0. I had a shoe in. But seriously, the art is fantastic. I am so excited. I never thought that he would be forging his own N10. I don't know if. I think Chihiro, the likelihood of Chihiro making swords is possible for sure. Or maybe even improving on the N10. But I feel like the N10 symbolizes a lot more to just be destroyed in this. I think what's going to happen, though, is that like N10 will be severely weakened by nearly being destroyed like this. So I could see Chihiro actually adding onto it in some way, shape, or form. But I'm not sure if he's going to make a new sword out of it. Plus, I don't know if he really knows how to imbue the swords with magic like his dad did. I think he knows like the craftsmanship, but I don't know. Who knows?
No, he knows how to make the sword. And there was like a line that his dad said earlier on in the series, where it's like something along the lines of when he makes his own swords or something like that. Because that was what Chihiro wanted to do originally, was make swords. He didn't want to become a swordsman. Like the life kind of chose him.
Yeah.
For it. So we'll see.
Yeah. But those are my thoughts. Josh, what did you think?
This was my RGC as well, by the way.
Certified RGC. Certified RGC. Certified RGC.
Yeah, pretty close, honestly. But so I want to continue on from what you guys were saying. They know somebody that is like can harness like the death and Seki, like that material that created the swords and all of that. Remember that girl?
Mm-hmm.
And she helped. I think she helped regenerate Chihiro's limb.
Yeah,
too.
she has like the healing powers.
Mm-hmm. But I think it's because it's connected to that material that is also used to make the like weapons, which makes me think she might be one of those like people from that island. We didn't even know about all that. Maybe not. Maybe they already said that she's a part of like a different clan. I have a feeling that they said that she's like a part of something else.
Yeah, they said she's a part of a clan of some sort. I have the first volume here. I could check it in.
That thought just came to my mind. But regardless, I think she's gonna play a role in helping Chihiro rebuild his sword, and they're absolutely gonna build on it. It has to be better than it was before. I don't think it was about him mishandling it. I think he needs to build something stronger.
Yeah.
And also get more experience. I guess I don't have that much more to say. I mean, I'm still really curious about the remaining swordsmen. I'm very optimistic for the rest of the series. I was really hoping it wasn't like accelerating towards an end or something. I know Kagurabachi doesn't want to like. The guy said he doesn't want it to last like forever. Right?
I don't know. I don't think there's been a note about.
Am I mixing the series up?
You were thinking probably about Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo. Modulo is supposed to be a shorter series by a lot. So.
Okay. Well, yeah. Yeah, this shit is cool. I'll be honest. I predicted that you was gonna put Kagurabachi in S rank, but low key, I'm kind of happy you didn't, because I know it's your tier list, but I just feel like it's not there yet. You know what I mean? It needs a little.
No,
bit
it definitely
more
isn't. It's an F rank.
time.
It's F right. It's F right now. It's subpar.
Now, this is probably the largest drop in history.
Yeah, I mean, in the history of this tier list, it is by far the largest drop.
If there was a tier list while Food Wars was on, I feel like it would change based on the week. Like it would drop severely based on if you ended up reading it on the train that week or not.
Yeah, that would be. But then I would. The onus would be on me. I'd know not to read it on the train.
Well, you're a better person than I am. I would take it out on the series and be petty.
Look what you're doing to me. You're making me look like a freak.
They got a word for that now.
What's the word?
Gooner. So look at this guy.
Gooner.
He's bringing his gooner material on the train.
Man, this guy's gooning on public transportation. I don't want to be that person.
Can I just say something? When you say Kumanabi, I feel like that's pretty funny.
Kumanabi.
Yeah, like Kumi.
How am I supposed to say?
It's Kamunabi. You've been saying Kumanabi for a long time. I thought you
A
were
really long time?
Yeah, like probably since you started covering the series, you've been saying Kumanabi.
Dang, bro! Thanks for letting me know.
You've been letting me say
I thought it was a bit. You were like calling them Coomers or something like that. So I just let you keep going.
Coomers is crazy.
No, the Kamunabi.
Yeah, you've been saying Kumanabi for a while. I thought it was part of the bit.
You should have known better, Josh. They're not Coomers.
I just don't know how to pronounce Japanese words that well.
Shame on you. Give me your weeb card. You mean you don't have a username in Japanese? Give me your weeb card. Well, was that everybody's thoughts on Kagurabachi?
Yeah.
All right, let's move. Did you really? I'll take that. Listen to the show. Watch the show on YouTube for visual gags.
When you think, you know, your homies would look out for you, and then they don't.
Yeah.
And by they, I mean one person, and that's Brian. It's crazy. It's a crazy world.
Christian also let you say Kumanabi.
I'd never noticed he said it like that.
It's starting to make sense now. Then he never wants to play Bravos, like with me.
Bro, I saw a video of Hella just walking down, and some guy was like, Hella, the woman you are. It's like, this game is for gooners and coomers.
It is. It's for the Kumanabi.
It is.
The Kumanabi.
Kamunabi. Okay, Kamunabi.
All right.
I'm mixing the U and the A. That's all I did.
Yeah, you are.
Sorry for being the worst person.
You are the worst person on earth, Josh.
Stop.
Shame on you. All right, shall we move on to the next one? Or do you have more?
No, yeah, I really don't have anything else to say.
Right.
You better hope Hakuzono has some real interesting plans for Samura. Some real father-daughter wellness.
Bro, it's not looking good.
He just has to survive to the next arc. If he's dying into the next arc, that doesn't count.
No, if he dies in the next arc. Yeah, he has to survive when the dust settles.
Yeah.
If everything's calmed down, if there's like a whole chapter where he's in a hospital bed and he's like, goodbye. But does that count as the end of the arc? Or is that part of the arc?
We'll have to do some intensive research.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing, is that the start of an arc is a new objective. They have to know what they're doing next.
Shit.
They have to receive a new mission, so to speak.
They had new objectives all through this arc.
No.
Defend Samura. Defend Uraha. Oh shit, Samura betrayed us, so go to the hotel. Samura is now on our side. Let's go help the guys at the heck. I'm willing to give that whatever, bro. Whatever. I don't have any more to say about it.
Yeah,
It's either.
I know we looked this up
we say
before.
that mini arc.
I'm looking it up right now. I know we looked it up before, but yeah. Yeah, the Swordbearer assassination arc. That's
all part of it.
It started in chapter 45, and it's going till now.
What chapter is that now?
109.
Whoa! This is clearly the biggest arc of the series.
Yeah, that's like 45 minus 109.
That's double the amount of time the series has been running.
Mm-hmm. That's why I put it in F rank, really.
It's wrong, man.
Hokuzono's trying to fuck me over personally, and I don't stand by that after I've been so nice to his truly F rank series. I've been praising it all the time.
Do volumes break off in the middle of arcs?
Yeah, all the time. Son of a bitch.
How many chapters was Skypiea?
Skypiea was pretty long. How long was Skypiea? Skypiea it went from chapter, like the end of chapter 25 to the start of 32. So it's like 6 volumes or so. Let me see. How long was Skypiea? Skypiea was 66 chapters long.
And this has been 50, 60 something. Yeah.
64.
Chapters at 45 to 109. Yeah, 64. 64 to how many was One Piece? Was
66. From 237 to 302.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
One Piece arcs are long.
This is almost as long as Skypiea. All right, it's an arc. It's an arc.
It's an arc.
Swordbearer assassination arc.
So it's an arc. You know, I'm an honorable man, unlike Hokuzono, who's looking me in the eye and gloating.
He's a shiesty guy. It may seem like I'm spitting in the hand that's feeding me, but this is insane. You talking about rigged? Like, imagine being on the winning team of like knowing the other guy was like cheating. It's like, eesh.
All right, let's move on to the next one. I'm tired of talking about
Mickey
this
Mouse ring.
F rank series.
I hope he turns his sword into some guns.
Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo. This is Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo Chapter 19, Rapid Strides. Last we left off, we returned to the battle between Dabura and Maharaga. Maharaga decided to fucking lock in already and like try his best against, put on his big boy pants and try his best against Maharaga. And he decides to try to move at the speed of light, which is something he has never been able to do. But now that he's fighting Maharaga, he's given it a shot. And he manages to do so, and he starts to deliver a speed of light kick to Maharaga, absolutely detonating him until all that's left is the Maharaga wheel and I guess this weird particle of Maharaga that is left. I can't really tell if that's Maharaga himself or just like a tiny...
Is that his figure? I think so. It's just 2 legs and arm.
And that's what I was wondering. Is this his figure? Because the wheel is really big, leading me to believe this is like a little tiny bit of him left. But unfortunately, it doesn't matter because it's enough to heal from. Maharaga fully manifests again, and Dabra starts thinking to himself, "Is like, this is getting frustrating, but a part of me is actually enjoying fighting." And he's literally having like shoujo, romantic fantasies about fighting Maharaga. He's like, I want to fight more. I want to fight better. I want to be reborn into a version of myself I don't even know. And then he notices the stump that he has left from his light speed kick. And he's like, this is getting in the way. Maybe I should cut it off. And then he starts thinking, he's like, wait, Earthlings can heal themselves. but it said they offer some special treatment when both Marulu and Cross got hurt, but that doesn't exist in Sumerian Jujutsu. How can you heal with cursed energy, which is negative energy? He's like, well, still, starting with the ritual being this blade, I can feel an energy that's different from my cursed energy, which actually is something I was refreshed on. The blade on Maharaga is basically reverse cursed energy. It's positive. It's made of positive energy. So, because I was actually rewatching Jujutsu Kaisen so I can like watch season 3. And I just finished the Sukuna versus Maharaga fight, and he was mentioning how like the blade is like positive energy. It's kind of like an equivalent of reverse cursed energy.
It's like effective against like cursed spirits, right?
Yeah. And he's like, is there some sort of technique that converts cursed energy into another positive kind of energy? And just like that, Dabra discovers reverse curse technique and is able to heal himself.
Yeah, this is the most impressive use of the most impressive way somebody has ever discovered reverse curse technique, by the way.
Yeah. And
yeah, definitely better than Okotsu. I mean, when he figured it out, it was cool.
Better than even Gojo. And that's just facts.
Easy.
Let's see if he gets cut in half. Then we'll see if he recovers from that, if he's better than Gojo.
Yeah. So Dabra is like, Earth's jujutsu is quite advanced. We then cut back to, I guess, Jujutsu headquarters where the humans are all gathered around, saying, and basically they're presented a problem that now that Maharaga and Dabra are fighting, their cursed energy is attracting a bunch of cursed spirits that are above grade 2 to panic and flood into well, they're not worried about like special grade spirits above grade 2, but they're more worried about low grade spirits who will just like panic at the cursed energy being displayed and flood into Japan. So they're organizing Jujutsu sorcerers to combat those spirits so that they can contain them. Meanwhile, at the same time, the Samurians have infiltrated the Jujutsu headquarters and are basically there to make sure that the sorcerers don't pull anything funny during the battle between Dabra and Yuka / Maharaga. And it's in that moment a group of Jujutsu sorcerers pop in and catch them in the act.
Cool moment incoming. Cool moment incoming.
Yeah, cool moment alert. Cool moment alert. Watch out, super fan moment alert. Super cool moment.
Get ready.
Yeah. Big boy fun time fan service alert.
Super excellent time.
The moment you've all been waiting for. The very next page, we see a hooded Yuji Itadori all the way outside the building, and he's cradling like a sphere of blood. And he's saying to himself, man, I told him this would happen. Not that I actually said it out loud, but still. And that's when the assistant guy pulls up. He's like, what the hell are they doing? And then he sees hooded Yuji Itadori, and he's like, And then Yuji Itadori does this thing, which is super cool, very sick. So sick, so sick. And he goes, piercing blood. And then he fires off multiple piercing blood bullets into the building, disarming effectively both Sumerian and human alike. So much so that there's just like blood pooling out of the building. He seems to have been attacking from every angle. And Yuji just says to himself, too much. And the chapter ends with assistant guy going, Yuji Itadori. And everybody loses their mind, I'm sure, simultaneously. Our GOAT is back. The champ is here. Very excited about that. So cool. That's where the chapter ends. Josh, what did you think about Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 19?
Man, who gives a shit what I think? What does Brian think about this chapter?
RGC.
Certified RGC. Certified RGC.
It's close.
Certified
I'm gonna say a couple things first, and I'm gonna pass. I don't have that much to say, honestly. So, Dabura, I thought that light kick was gonna finish this nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought that was it. I was like, wow. That's all it did. He just had to try a little harder. Like I was thinking to myself, like, wow, like Dabura's like that. What are they gonna do in order to counter him now? Like, because he just realized that there's no limit. And just as I was thinking about all of that, I seen this giant wheel, in the sky. And I was like, okay, not like that. Speed of light kick, no problem. You're dead, Dabura. You're gonna lose here. That's part of the story. We love to subvert expectations. I know, Gigi. You're gonna lose, my nigga. He's gonna poke that third eye. That's what he's gonna adapt to. He's gonna realize that this is a big deal. All that that area on his forehead, there's something serious going on there, and he's gonna go, poke that shit. And Dabura's gonna lose, bro. I mean, Maharaka just took a kick at sublight speed. That's a feat right there. Mm-hmm. One of these niggas gonna be on Death Battle, bro. Soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
The winner of this gets to be on Death Battle. They're competing to be on Death Battle.
Yeah. Shout out to Dabura's jelly leg.
Yeah.
It was cool. I can't tell you why, but
it was just cool.
Because I don't really know why, but it was cool. He was ready to just get rid of it. You know how that is in the manga. In anime, it's so easy to get rid of your limbs.
Yeah. Dabura was definitely like, my leg. How annoying. Should I just cut off the rest of this?
This thing. Shit. It's just the rest of my leg. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. I'm done. Brian, what were your thoughts?
Side note before I get into my thoughts, this shit with Dabura is going to be all over power scaling Reddit for sure.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be like, this guy is easily only city level max, even with, even though he can speed blitz everybody, that's not going to be able to do anything to Goku.
What does that mean, city level max? Can you give me examples of what is city level max? Who's city level max?
Dabura probably.
So basically, it's like the level of power you have. Like, could you level a city? Goku is multi-universal, I believe. So and yeah, he's
Is Goku multi-universal?
Yeah, he is.
He struggled against Jiren.
No, because he clashed
with Beerus.
Yeah, he clashed with Beerus, and they almost shattered the universe. So that means he's multi-universal.
Yeah, but he also struggled with Jiren, who's just like a regular guy.
No, Jiren's not a regular guy.
I didn't watch Tournament of Power, so I had no idea.
You cannot say Jiren is
kind of crazy.
You cannot say Jiren is a regular guy, bro.
Compared to Beerus?
No, you know who's a regular guy? Fucking Yamcha. Yamcha's a regular guy. He just be playing baseball now. He just be playing baseball now. Jiren is not a regular guy.
Is Yamcha a professional baseball player?
Yeah, that's who he is now.
That's pretty hilarious.
Oh, Chris, I sent you a Terminator meme. Did you see that shit? With a dude, all right. You remember when Schwarzenegger's with the kid, and they go to call his mom, and he's like, "Hey, like, what's your mom's name? Or what's your dog's name, or something like that?" And he asks the mom a question, and she answers it wrong, and he's like, "Your mom's." He answers the phone, and he's like, "Your mom's dead." But in the meme, it was like the Terminator's like, is your mom a Dragon Ball Z fan? And the kid is like, yeah. And he's like, oh, did you see that new episode when Yamcha went Super Saiyan? And she was like, yeah, it was crazy. He hung the phone and he was like, yeah, your mom's dead.
What does that mean? I don't get it.
Oh, because the thing that was all right. Oh, you have to see the meme.
Okay.
And the Terminator, they were being chased by like another robotic creature, the liquid shit,
Mm-hmm.
the liquid cop, and he killed the kid's parents
Mm-hmm.
like already, like to try to get to it, because he was trying to kill the kid.
Well, what does the Yamcha thing have to do with it?
It was a meme because, you know, obviously Yamcha would never go Super Saiyan. So they asked the mom a question that she's supposed to know. Obviously, she would know if she watched Dragon Ball Z. She would know that
Yamcha can't be a
wouldn't
Super
go Super Saiyan. So, yeah, this is lame now.
It's not
Sorry,
lame. I
everybody.
didn't understand it. I didn't understand it. You know what? I made the
should've
show
never brought
lame.
it up.
I shouldn't have asked. You could have explained this off mic. This was my fault, Josh. I'll take the brunt here.
S tier podcasting.
This is S tier. This is why you listen to New Jump City.
I'm so sorry, Brian. I'm so sorry I interjected during your thoughts. I know you have something to say about this page where they're dancing together, right? Surely.
Yeah. It's one of the most. It is a very JJK-esque kind of thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
To have.
I thought JoJo's, but
It reminds
No,
me
it's
of when Toto just suddenly got
Yeah,
memories
exactly.
of being best friends with Yuji in the middle of the sister event.
Except this time he's doing ballet with Maharaga, which is funny as fuck. And then like this last part, it looks like they're in like a romance novel.
Yeah, it's a shoujo romance thing.
But it is so insane that this dude didn't even hear the word reverse curse technique. He just heard that the concept of it existed, and that was enough for him to know how to use it. Isn't that fucking crazy?
I heard that. I felt that blade was different. Can I do
Yeah.
that?
that's
do that with my
is
leg?
that's some what do you call it? The Sukuna level shit right there. I mean,
So here's my theory, right? By the end of this fight with Maharaga, Dabura will have known everything there is to know about cursed energy, and then that would make him a worthy opponent against Yuji. If Yuji had fought him before he fought Maharaga, Yuji would have wiped his ass. But
I don't know,
now,
the beams was looking pretty tough.
Those are cool beams, Brian. You're discounting
but
the
those-
beams.
Just saying.
those beams are literally baseline tomfoolery. You know what I mean? Baseline tomfoolery.
You think so?
This guy has way more potential beyond this.
Beyond beams? Okay.
Beyond the beams.
I think beams
The
are pretty
motherfucker-
strong.
Motherfucker can move at the speed of light now. We're really gonna doubt the level of skill that he can keep going. Like he has no fucking ceiling, it seems like. The dude can learn shit on the fly, like extremely complicated shit on just at the mention of it existing.
He does
And-
not have a mouth on his stomach, though.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yet.
so
Yeah, you're right. True.
He's gonna think.
I'm gonna.
Oh my god, what if it's fucking the kid? The one we don't like.
What?
Oh, the cursed spirit, the human cursed spirit.
Mahito?
Michael?
Mahito, what if Mahito forms on his belly?
Well, I don't think that'll happen. If Mahito returns, it'll be
No chance.
well. He'll manifest on his own. He'll be like his own person again. You know, I do think that's what's going to happen. I do think like he's going to manifest fully, and then Yuji will fight Mahito again at the end of all this.
For all time's sake.
Mm-hmm.
How does that sound to you, Brian?
Sounds good to me, but I don't think Yuji's gonna make it to the end of the series alive. Not gonna lie.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
I think Mahito's waiting for Yuji to die for him to reform, and then it's gonna take the sibling pairs to beat Mahito.
You think he's like so scared?
Yeah, literally, the first time we saw Mahito, he's like, "Oh, it's not him," or "Oh, it's not you." Yeah, he's like, "Oh." Like he's literally, I think he's literally waiting for Yuji to be out of the picture because he's terrified of him.
True.
So once Yuji dies, which is probably against Deborah, then Mahito is allowed to return.
You guys want to know my theory about what's going to happen? Because if that's going to be the case and the twins are going to have to take down, or not the twins, they're not twins, but if the Okotsu kids are going to take down are going to take down Mahito, Mahoraga has to be destroyed by somebody other than Dabura in order for that to happen. Because Yuka dies if Mahoraga is destroyed by Dabura. Or if Dabura destroys... Or if Mahoraga destroys Dabura. So, if Yuka is going to live, it has to be Yuji to defeat Mahoraga as an outsider.
But I don't think Yuji can kill him.
Maybe now he can.
Unless he has like some new shit that we don't know about.
He might.
Does he keep his adaptations that he made in the past?
What adaptations?
Just like in general, like if he's adapted to a curse technique in the past, that he'll have it.
Well, he's
when he comes
probably
next round.
He's probably like improved the cutting techniques. I mean, you know, in this chapter,
I'm talking about Mahoraga.
Oh, Mahoraga.
Saying, like,
no, I don't think he like
right?
retains that. I think he's fresh every time.
Yeah. So with that said, I think Itadori could overwhelm him with his.
Imagine Yuji has like 3 domain expansions.
He takes Mahoraga. He takes Mahoraga on a tour of his hometown.
He has that one. He has the Malevolent Shrine. He has like maybe some new piercing, new blood style domain expansion. Who knows?
Yeah,
but it's all at one time. He gets hit with the shrine while he's in the small town, having a blood clot. Or do you think it happens like in succession?
In succession, maybe, or maybe he combined them all into one big one.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like.
But yeah, this chapter was fucking awesome. What do you guys think is under that hood? A third eye, another eye, 2 eyes, a fucking Kenjaku stitches.
Probably nothing crazy, to be honest. Maybe his hair shorter.
Yeah, what if he's bald?
That would be crazy.
What if he takes
if
off
he's
the hood
fully
and
bald,
he's bald?
it would be a little crazy.
You know, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think that something could be different.
I think he's going to be bald. But what are your thoughts, Chris?
Yeah, I love this chapter as well. I mean, honestly, the Itadori... Unfortunately, the Itadori thing was something I was spoiled on before coming into this chapter.
I thought it was fake.
Fucking blew me like real bad. I was pissed off, dude.
I thought it was AI when I first saw it.
I just heard like someone not say it, but like, you know, I saw a comment or something. I was like, fuck, why would you do this? You know? But nonetheless, it was still fucking cool. I mean, one thing that's really cool about Itadori right now, and that indicates some more mastery, is that at the end of the first series, Yuji was not very good at piercing blood. Like, he couldn't do it as effectively. And to do it to this degree where he's like spreading it out and hitting multiple targets precisely to disarm them only speaks to how much stronger he's gotten. And it stands to reason that his dismantle, and he possibly could have also gotten his version of cleave. You know, so it's always exciting to see how Itadori could grow. Like, he is currently probably like this generation's Gojo. Everybody seems to look to him to be the guy that would step in and take care of things if anything got really scary, you know? So I'm excited to see what that would mean and what that looks like. And, you know, that could manifest in different ways. He could fight Dabura. He could fight Maharaga. I think fighting Maharaga is more likely if we're getting Yuka back, because that's the only way, like, that Yuka gets saved, is if Maharaga is defeated by somebody who is outside of the ritual of summoning. So, and the only one who can do it...
Save Yuka's life?
Yeah. If
You think
Yuka's
he's
life...
also going to perform a procedure on her brain?
No. He wouldn't need to.
Oh.
He saves her life just by beating Maharaga, because the deal with Maharaga is if you summon him, you're dead. But the person who fights, whether they defeat Maharaga or not, you're dead.
Right. So, but if a third party comes in and
Yeah, that's what happened with
kills
Sukuna. That's why Megumi...
she doesn't die and her brain cancer gets cured.
Well, besides the brain cancer. I was
that's
thinking...
still a thing.
Yeah, that's still a thing. I don't think he can save her from brain cancer unless his reverse curse technique is that good.
Maybe Dabros becomes that good.
Maybe. But that's my thought. It could go any which way, to be honest. Will Yuji die at the end of this? I hope not. You know? It would be nice if Yuji just, like, found some happiness before he passed away. He seems brutally depressed.
Yeah.
Having outlived everyone, the exact thing he didn't want to happen. But yeah, those are all my thoughts. I thought this was a great chapter, very close to being my RGC, but Kagurabachi was cooking despite the fact that it's a F rank series, and it's breaking my heart every week. That's all I gotta say. Any rebuttals or anything?
No.
Alrighty.
Did I mention this was a cool moment?
What was a cool moment? Oh, the Yuji story stuff. Yeah, I think we got that point across.
Spoiled. I got soft spoiled, actually. You know what? I do have a rebuttal. You know what's kind, guys, when we read the comics, to slide it back to the beginning.
That's what I usually do.
I try to have that etiquette as well. Does Brian try to have that etiquette?
No. Simply no. Yeah.
So I knew Yuji was in this chapter too before I started, really reading it.
Yeah, I saw like a scan of it, but I thought it was AI, so I didn't.
It's AI, right?
read it. Yeah.
I saw a YouTube thumbnail, and I'm like, fucking
Damn.
asshole.
I'll tell you this: when I seen that first page, I did not think that was blood coming out that building. I thought that was hair or something.
Someone's got a hair
There was
technique?
a monster in the building, right? No, I thought there was some kind of cursed spirit in the building.
Bobobo?
using some type of. Yeah,
Bobo's in there?
that's exactly what I thought it was.
Bobo. All right.
Two squirrels getting married in the afro.
Yeah. No, they were having tea in an afro. It was an afternoon tea. We're talking about a Bobo thing me and Josh saw in high school when we checked out the Bobo manga. Somebody pulled off Bobo's afro, and sitting in there was two squirrels having tea. And I think they were having a breakup, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, one was
that's
breaking
a-
up with the other.
That's tough.
Bobo's crazy. But all right. That's it, right? No more?
Yeah, I'm done.
Well, that was Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo, and that has been our show. Thank you guys so much for listening. As per usual, you can find me at the Chris Espinal on Twitter and Instagram. Josh is at JDCole_37 on Instagram, at New Jump City Josh on Twitter. Brian is at B.ESP on Twitter and Instagram. Check out Brian when he's streaming at twitch.tv/It's Punchline. Email the show at newjumpcitypod@gmail.com for questions to be answered on our pre-show chat show that we do. And you know, we did one this week, so very excited to get that one out. That's it. Subscribe to the show however you see fit, whether you listen to audio versions on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, or YouTube. Give us a like, a share on that. I'm losing my voice for some reason, but thank you guys so much for listening. We will see you guys next week. Stay safe, New Jump citizens.
Peace out, y'all.